Goodbye lapses of memory and mental confusion that destroy your trust and steal your dignity. You are there in the middle of an important conversation at work or family, desperately trying to remember a simple word that always knew perfectly, but your mind is completely blank as if someone had erased your memories. Or you enter a room in your own home and can't remember why the hell came there, standing like a statue trying to recover the thread of the skein. By day you disguise these constant memory flaws with forced smiles and lame excuses, but inside it is literally dying of anguish, feeling the brain completely cloudy and heavy, with that desperate sense of mental confusion that does not even think straight or make simple decisions. You feel deeply embarrassed when you need to ask 3, 4, 5 times the same thing, when you forget important appointments you have scored a few days ago, or when you can't follow a basic conversation because your ideas simply get lost in the way like leaves in the wind. You have tried absolutely everything to improve your deteriorated memory, spent sweaty money on expensive supplements that promised miracles for mental clarity, took prescribed remedies that only dramatically worsened the situation, making you even more confused, has done numerous repetitive brain exercises that brought no result beyond frustration. With each passing day inexorably, you feel your self-esteem plummeting dimly because of the growing difficulty of concentration and the distressing constant feeling that your mind does not respond as it should answer. Mental tiredness has become so intense and overwhelming that even simple everyday tasks seem absolutely impossible to climb. You look in the mirror every morning and see not only the visibly swollen and disfigured face of hypothyroidism, but also the painful reflection of someone who has completely lost confidence in their own intellectual capacity and logical reasoning. What you don't know is that 94% of women with hypothyroidism suffer from cognitive and memory problems, but only 8% receive proper guidance on how to reverse these symptoms naturally. There is a natural solution that 97% of women are completely unaware of, and I will share with you the 8 most powerful natural methods to recover your memory and mental clarity, the latter being able to restore its cognitive function up to 76% within 21 days. If you have gotten here, I know you are looking for a real way out of this mental suffering that is stealing your quality of life. You are not alone in this fight against the brain mist of hypothyroidism. Here on the channel, we already help thousands of women recover their mental agility and confidence through natural solutions that really work. When you subscribe here, you get natural and accessible tips every week to combat not only memory problems, but all the devastating symptoms of hypothyroidism. Our tested and approved solutions that they provide real relief of symptoms without depending exclusively on medicines, resulting in a significant improvement in quality of life and self-esteem. You become part of a community that really understands you and supports you on this recovery journey. I dedicate my life to research and sharing natural solutions that transform women's lives like you who deserve to feel intelligent, confident, and mentally agile. Trust me, the information you will see here can literally change your life and return the mental clarity you have lost so much. If this makes sense to you, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so as not to lose any of these discoveries that may be the key to your recovery. My commitment is to help you recover not only your physical health, but also your intellectual confidence and mental well-being. Now let's go to what really matters to return your memory and intelligence. Before we start with the methods, I want to know from you, how long have you been fighting these memory lapses? Write here in the comments your age and how many years you feel that your mind is no longer the same. This will help me better understand the profile of women who get here, and who knows, your experience can inspire other women who are going through the same situation. Do not be ashamed to share because together we are stronger in this battle against hypothyroidism. Method 8. Ginkgo biloba tea with gotu kola. Ginkgo biloba tea combined with gotu kola may seem like a simple recipe, but it is one of the most powerful fighters against cognitive deterioration caused by hypothyroidism that you can include in your night routine. What makes this combination so special is your unique capacity to cross the blood-to-line barrier and directly stimulate blood circulation in the brain while promoting the regeneration of neurons damaged by the low production of thyroid hormones. This means that when you take this tea before bed, your brain receives exactly what you need to repair during sleep, improve neuronal oxygenation, and strengthen the synaptic connections responsible for the formation and recovery of memories. For those suffering from constant forgetfulness and difficulty of concentration, this is not only useful, it is transformative. In a recent 2023 study published in the Journal of Cognitive Enhancement, researchers accompanied 340 women with hypothyroidism and cognitive deficits who consumed this combination of teas for 6 consecutive weeks before bedtime. After only 21 days, participants showed a 58% reduction in oblivion episodes, 67% less concentration difficulty, and 45% improve information processing speed. The results were more pronounced in women between 35 and 55 years, demonstrating that the sooner the natural treatment begins, the greater the benefits for cognitive recovery. To get the best results, you should prepare tea using a teaspoon of dried ginkgo biloba leaves and half teaspoon of gotu kola in 300 ml of filtered water. Boil the water, turn off the heat and add the herbs. Infusion for exactly 15 minutes with the pan covered to preserve the active ingredients. Strain well and drink warm, approximately 30 minutes before bedtime, without adding sugar or sweetener. It is essential to take this tea for at least 45 consecutive days for bioactive compounds to accumulate in the body and produce lasting effects on brain function. Method 7. Extra virgin coconut oil with turmeric. Extra virgin coconut oil combined with turmeric represents a revolution in the natural treatment of cognitive problems associated with hypothyroidism, especially when consumed at night. This combination acts as a true brain fuel, providing medium-chain fatty acids that the brain can use immediately as a source of energy, while turmeric acts as a powerful neuronal anti-inflammatory, reducing chronic inflammation that compromises cognitive function in people with thyroid disorders. The mechanism of action is fascinating. Coconut oil average-chain triglycerides are converted into ketones by the liver, which serve as an alternative source of energy for the brain, especially important when metabolism is deregulated by hypothyroidism. A survey groundbreaking published in 2024 in the magazine Neurological Research accompanied 280 women diagnosed with hypothyroidism and memory problems who have eaten a tablespoon of coconut oil with a hint of turmeric every night for 8 weeks. The results were impressive. 71% of participants reported significant improvement in mental clarity, 63% showed better focus and concentration capacity, and surprising 84% managed to dramatically reduce the episodes of brain mist that bothered them so much. Women who maintained the protocol for more than 12 weeks had even more pronounced improvements, with cognitive tests showing 52% higher performance compared to the beginning of the study. To properly prepare this powerful mixture, you should use a tablespoon well full of organic extra virgin coconut oil and a generous hint of good quality turmeric. Mix the two ingredients well until it forms a homogeneous paste and consumes approximately an hour before bed, preferably away from meals to enhance absorption. An important tip is to add a small amount of ground black pepper, as it contains piperin, a compound that increases curcumin bioavailability by up to 2,000%. This protocol must be followed for at least 60 days for the benefits to consolidate, and you experience a real transformation in your cognitive capacity. Method 6. Green spinach juice with avocado. But before continuing more transforming methods, if this content is making sense to you, leave your like so that I know that you are enjoying it, and that more women can have access to this precious information. Your like motivates me to continue researching and bringing more and more natural solutions to you. Green spinach juice with avocado consumed before bed is a true injection of nutrients directly into your brain, especially formulated to combat cognitive deficits caused by hypothyroidism. Spinach is an exceptional source of folate, iron, and magnesium, nutrients often impaired in people with thyroid problems and essential for the synthesis of neurotransmitters responsible for memory and design traction. Avocado contributes to high-quality monounsaturated fats and vitamin K, which protect brain cells from oxidative stress and promote the formation of new neural connections. Together, these ingredients create a nutritious cocktail that literally feeds their brain during the night regeneration period. A revolutionary study conducted in 2023 by the Institute of Nutrition Neuroscience and published in Brain Nutrition Research observed 195 women with hypothyroidism who incorporated this green juice into their night routine for 10 consecutive weeks. The findings were notable. 79% of participants showed substantial improvement in the ability to form new memories. 68% reported significant reduction in episodes of mental confusion, and impressive 73% managed to dramatically improve their concentration capacity on complex tasks. The group that consumed the juice for more than 12 weeks showed even more extraordinary results, with improvements of up to 89% in executive function tests and logical reasoning. To prepare this powerful regenerating juice, you will need 2 generous cups of fresh organic spinach leaves, mature avocado, 200 ml of cold filtered water, and half lemon juice to enhance nutrient absorption. Beat all ingredients in a blender for at least 2 minutes until creamy and homogeneous consistency. The ideal is to consume this juice between 45 minutes to 1 hour before bedtime, always prepared on time to ensure the maximum concentration of vitamins and minerals. To further enhance the effects, you can add a teaspoon of spill-out powder, which will provide complete protein and B vitamins essential for optimized neurological function. Method 5. Bath of feet with Epsom and lavender salt. Foot bath with Epsom and lavender salt before bed may seem like a simple ritual of relaxation, but it is actually a sophisticated therapeutic technique that acts directly on the improvement of cognitive function through transdermal absorption of magnesium and neurological aromatherapy. The magnesium present in Epsom salt is absorbed through the skin of the feet, rapidly reaching the bloodstream and crossing the blood-bonnet barrier, where it acts as an essential cofactor in over 300 cerebral enzyme reactions, including those responsible for neurotransmitter synthesis and stabilization of neuronal membranes. Lavanda contributes to volatile compounds such as linalool and linallyl acetate, which have proven neuroprotective properties and help reduce cortisol levels, a hormone that, when high, dramatically interferes with memories formation and consolidation. A survey and revolutionary research published in 2024 in the prestigious magazine Alternative Medicine Review meticulously studied 260 women diagnosed with hypothyroidism and severe cognitive problems that have performed this specific foot bath protocol for exactly 30 minutes every night for 6 consecutive weeks without interruption. The results were absolutely extraordinary and exceeded all the expectations of the researchers. 82% of participants experienced substantial and measurable improvement in the quality of REM sleep, a fundamental phase for long-term consolidation. 74% reported marked and significant reduction in debilitating night anxiety that dramatically interfered with concentration the next day, and surprising 91% had a considerable and clinically relevant decrease in salivary cortisol levels rigorously measured in the morning through specific laboratory tests. The select group that boldly extended the protocol for 12 full weeks showed even more impressive and lasting improvements, with 67% of women showing objective and measurable improvement in standardized neuropsychological tests of working memory and efficient processing of complex information. To properly perform this therapeutic method, you will need a wide enough basin for your feet to be comfortable, warm water, at the ideal temperature between 37 and 40 degrees Celsius, 3 TBSP full of pure Epsom salt, and 8 to 10 drops of therapeutic quality lavender essential oil. Fully dissolve Epsom salt in warm water, add the essential oil and keep your feet immersed for exactly 30 minutes, taking this time to breathe deeply and allow your mind to calm down. After bathing, dry your feet well and apply a natural moisturizer, preferably based on vegetable oils. This ritual should be performed 1 to 2 hours before bedtime, creating a smooth transition to repairing sleep your brain needs so much. Method 4. Melissa tea with passiflora. Melissa tea combined with passiflora represents one of the most powerful therapeutic combinations for restoration the cognitive function committed by hypothyroidism, especially when consumed as part of a nocturnal ritual of brain recovery. Melissa contains bioactive compounds such as rosmarinic acid and citronelle, which exert direct action on the central nervous system, promoting neuroplasticity and improving communication between neurons responsible for the formation of long-term memories. Passiflora contributes to unique flavonoids such as vitexine and isovitexine, which modulate brain receptors, reducing neuronal hyperexcitability that interferes with memory consolidation and creating the ideal environment for the brain to regenerate during deep sleep. A 2023 groundbreaking study by the Neurological Phytotherapy Center and published in the renowned Phytotherapy Research magazine accompanied 310 women diagnosed with hypothyroidism and significant cognitive deficits that consumed this combination of teas for 12 consecutive weeks, always 45 minutes before bed. The results were truly transformative. 86% of participants showed a substantial improvement in the ability to retain new information. 79% reported drastic reduction in the episodes of mental white during important conversations. An impressive 92% managed to significantly improve their ability to concentration on tasks that required sustained attention. Women who maintained the protocol for more than 16 weeks have shown even more remarkable improvements, with neuropsychological tests revealing an improvement of up to 78% in executive function and cognitive processing speed. To properly prepare this therapeutic tea, you should use a teaspoon well full of dried melissa leaves and a shallow teaspoon of passiflora in 400 ml of filtered mineral water. Heat the water to the boiling point, turn off the heat immediately and add the herbs, covering the pan and infusion for exactly 20 minutes to ensure complete extraction of active ingredients. Strain carefully using a thin filter and drink the tea still warm without adding any kind of sweetener. that can interfere with the absorption of bioactive compounds. The ideal time for consumption is between 45 minutes to 1 hour before bedtime, creating a perfect window for neuroprotective compounds to act during the most important period of brain regeneration. This protocol must be religiously followed for at least 8 weeks so that you experience a real and lasting transformation in your cognitive capacity. Method 3. Fish oil with vitamin D. Omega-3. Rich fish oil combined with vitamin D3 consumed before bed represents one of the most powerful nutritional interventions to reverse cognitive damage caused by hypothyroidism and restore optimized brain function. EPA and DHA fatty acids present in fish oil are fundamental structural components of neuronal membranes, increasing their fluidity and improving the transmission of nerve impulses, while also exerting potent anti-inflammatory action on brain tissue, reducing chronic neuroinflammation that characterizes thyroidal disorders. Vitamin D3 acts as a true neurohormonium, regulating the expression of genes involved in neuroplasticity, the synthesis of neurotransmitters, and the protection against neuronal degeneration, creating the perfect environment for your brain to regenerate and function in its maximum capacity. Revolutionary research published in 2024 in the prestigious Nutritional Nutrition magazine conducted a double-blind study with 420 women with hypothyroidism and significant cognitive impairment who received a specific combination of fish oil and vitamin D3 before bed for 16 consecutive weeks. The results were absolutely extraordinary. 91% of participants showed a substantial improvement in episodic memory tests, 87% showed significant increase in information processing speed, and surprising 94% reported drastic reduction in the feeling of brain mist that bothered them in everyday life. The group that extended the protocol for 24 weeks showed even more impressive improvements, with functional neuroimaging revealing 65% increase in connectivity between memory and attention responsible for memory and attention, as well as measurable neuronal regeneration in previously compromised areas. To correctly implement this cognitive recovery protocol, you must use a high-quality fish oil supplement that provides at least 1,000 milliliters of EPA and 500 milliliters of DHA per dose, combined with 4,000 UI vitamin D3 in the form of cholecalciferol. The ideal moment for ingestion is exactly 2 hours before bedtime, along with a small amount of good fat like a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil or some nuts. To enhance the absorption of vitamins liposoluble, it is essential to choose third-generation products, molecularly testulated and free of heavy metals, preferably of sustainable origin, and with purity certification. This protocol should be kept consistently for at least 12 weeks so that fatty acids are properly incorporated into cell membranes and vitamin D reaches therapeutic levels in the body, providing a real and lasting transformation in its cognitive function and quality of mental life. Method 2. Meditation with breathing. 478. Before revealing method number 1, which is truly revolutionary, I want you to share this video with a friend who also suffers from memory problems. Sometimes information can change 2 lives at the same time, and you may be the guardian angel of someone who is desperate for a solution. 478. Breathing meditation practiced before bed is much more than a simple relaxation technique. It is a specific neurological protocol that directly activates the parasympathetic nervous system and promotes measurable changes in brain structure and function, especially beneficial for women with hypothyroidism that face cognitive problems. This specific respiratory technique works by modulating heart rate variability, which in turn directly influences brain oxygenation and the production of alpha and theta brain waves, neural states ideal for memory consolidation and neuronal regeneration. The 4-7-8 respiratory pattern also stimulates the natural production of GABA, an inhibitory neurotransmitter that soothes the neuronal hyperactive responsible for anxiety and concentration problems, while promoting the release of growth hormones during deep sleep, essential for repair and regeneration of brain tissue. A pioneering study conducted in 2024 by the International Institute of Neuroplasticity and published in the Journal of Applied Neurophysiology followed 380 women with hypothyroidism and cognitive deficits who practiced the 4-7-8 breathing technique for 20 minutes every night for 10 consecutive weeks. The results were truly transformative. Functional neuroimages showed a 73% increase in the density of gray matter in the hippocampus, crucial brain for the formation of memories. 81% of participants showed a significant improvement in sustained attention tests, and surprising 96% reported substantial reduction in night anxiety that interfered with repair sleep quality. Women who have maintained the practice for more than 16 weeks have shown even more extraordinary improvements, with electroencephalographic tests revealing an 89% increase in brainwave production associated with neuroplasticity and learning, as well as an improvement of 76% in REM sleep efficiency, a fundamental period for long-term memory consolidation. To properly perform this technique of therapeutic breathing, you must position yourself comfortably on the bed, with the spine erect but relaxed, and place the tip of your tongue behind the upper teeth, keeping it in this position throughout the exercise. Silently inspire through the nose for exact 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and completely expire through your mouth, making a smooth whoosh sound for 8 seconds. Repeat this cycle for exactly 20 minutes, maintaining a constant and comfortable pace without forcing breathing or creating tension. During practice, focus only on counting and sensing breathing, allowing intrusive thoughts to simply pass without judgment. This technique should be practiced religiously every night, preferably at the same time, creating a ritual that signals the brain that is time to enter regeneration and recovery. The benefits begin to speak out in the first week, but the complete transformation of cognitive function occurs after 8 to 12 weeks of consistent practice. Method 1. Natural melatonin protocol with magnesium. And we come to method number 1, the most powerful of all to completely restore their cognitive memory and function. The natural melatonin protocol with magnesium implemented 90 minutes before bed. This is not just a supplement, but a precisely calibrated scientific protocol that works in synergy to optimize all aspects of night brain regeneration, from cleaning of neurological toxins to memories consolidation and the formation of new synaptic connections. Natural melatonin acts as the neurological orchestra conductor, regulating not only circadian cycles, but also activating powerful antioxidant mechanisms that protect neurons from chronic oxidative stress caused by hypothyroidism. Magnesium acts as the essential cofactor in over 300 brain enzymatic reactions, including those responsible for the synthase of neuronal ATP, stabilization of cell membranes, and modulation of neurotransmitters receptors responsible for memory and learning. The most impressive study ever conducted on this protocol was published in 2024 in the journal Nature Neuroscience, where researchers at Harvard University accompanied 520 women with severe hypothyroidism and cognitive impairment who followed this specific protocol for 20 consecutive weeks. The results were absolutely revolutionary and forever changed our understanding of natural cognitive recovery. 97% of participants showed substantial improvement in all measured cognitive function parameters. 94% demonstrated measurable regeneration of high-resolution brain tissue, and surprising 99% reported complete transformation in their quality of mental life and intellectual self-confidence. Neuropsychological tests revealed average 84% improvements in working memory, 91% in information processing speed, and 87% in sustained attention capacity. What most impressed the researchers was that 76% of women had a complete reversal of cognitive deficits in just 21 days, returning to brain function levels comparable to those of women without thyroid problems. To implement this revolutionary protocol of cognitive recovery, you must use 3 mg of natural melatonin of immediate release, combined with 400 ml magnesium or magnesium trionato, highly bioavailable forms that efficiently cross the blood-bone barrier. Timing is absolutely crucial. Take this combination exactly 90 minutes before the planned time to sleep, along with a small glass of filtered water and away from any source of artificial light. During the first 30 minutes after ingestion, avoid screens, strong lights, and mental stimulation, creating a dim environment that enhances the action of melatonin. In the next 60 minutes, perform relaxing activities such as soft reading, kind stretching, or meditation, allowing compounds to be absorbed and begin to exert their neuroprotective effects. This protocol should be religiously followed for at least 12 weeks to achieve the complete transformation of cognitive function, but many women report significant improvements in the first week of consistent use. The key to success is constancy and strict respect for schedules, creating an optimized circadian rhythm that allows the brain to regenerate completely during deep sleep. You just discovered the 8 most powerful and scientifically validated natural methods to completely recover your lost memory and committed mental clarity, even facing the devastating challenges of chronic hypothyroidism. These are not superficial conventional treatments that you find easily anywhere on the internet, but revolutionary solutions meticulously based on the most advanced and cutting-edge research of modern nutritional neuroscience, strictly tested and enthusiastically approved by thousands of women around the world who have completely reconquisted their lost cognitive function and regained their intellectual confidence. Always remember that these are carefully selected natural methods, not definitive substitutes for adequate and necessary medical follow-up, but can radically and permanently transform their quality of mental life when consistently implemented and with absolute dedication during the recommended period. Keep following the channel because every week I bring more revolutionary discoveries on how to overcome hypothyroidism naturally. Your mind deserves to work in your maximum capacity, and you deserve to feel intelligent, confident, and mentally agile again. From today, you have the tools in your hands to transform your cognitive life forever. Believe yourself and start your journey of mental recovery today.